And we love to see a relationship as a living being. The more you care for it, the more it will give you back.
Hello, beautiful people! I'm Michal,
And I'm Silvia.
and today we're gonna talk to you about how do we work on our relationship to make it amazing and make it evolve every single day.
Very often people tell us that we seem to have a perfect relationship and that everything seems so easy for us. Well, we love our relationship and it is truly amazing, but it is so because we make it so.
Challenges such as disconnection, anger, and jealousy are present in our relationship, but we just find ways to integrate them and process them. And also, we always work on intentionally evolving our relationship and keeping it healthy and in balance.
So, what does this relationship work look like in practical terms? How can we be intentional about it and make it evolve every day? Today, we'll be sharing with you a few tips that we use to make our relationship more amazing and more loving and more balanced every day of our lives.
Tip number one, create and review your relationship goals regularly. And for us, we have a few different areas that we are always focusing on, such as creativity, intimacy, self growth, support, and having an amazing life every day. So we are reviewing that once in a while, and we are looking in if we are actually pursuing those goals and what are the steps we are taking and planning our next steps ahead.
For example, traveling the world, having amazing sex, developing our business together, planning to have children, whatever it is that will help us accomplish those goals. Number two, supporting each other in achieving individual goals. Besides being a part of this amazing relationship, we are also our own very unique individuals, and therefore we have our individual aspirations. And a very important part of our relationship is to support each other in achieving those. We do that by brainstorming solutions, checking in with individual progress, sharing failures and successes and new ways to try again and fail better and succeed.
Number three, we address the challenging emotions that are happening between us and we dive deep into them. We really believe that the way out is through. Because otherwise, if we just let things slide and let them accumulate, eventually they will all explode. It's very hard sometimes to talk when we feel angry or disconnected from each other, but we find this so rewarding, and when we manage to go through, we feel much closer and much stronger, and it just works amazingly.
Number four, we listen to each other. I know this might sound obvious, but sometimes it doesn't come very naturally because we just tend to listen to ourselves more. But whenever one of us is going through challenging emotions, whenever one of us feels down, we respect the fact that this person might need some time alone, and we really hear that need and we respect it and we hold space for each other. Same thing about conflicting opinions. There will be disagreements once in a while, but if we listen with an open heart, there's always solutions that can be found and there's always a middle ground that we can work with.
Next step is helping each other to overcome fears. And we all have fears, and it's very hard to deal with them because they're just so scary. But we find that when we work on them together, and this is our favorite way, and support each other and try to dig deep into what is this fear all about and try to work through it together, they start disappearing and they remove any future tensions that we might face in relationship.
For example, recently I have been dealing with some insecurity and anxiety around the subject of financial stability. And sometimes we realized that this was bringing some issues and some tension into our relationship. So we just decided to take some time, and Michal really has been supporting me going through this. We are really planning our budget very carefully. We are looking into the root of this. Where does this come from? Because I never really struggled with financial stability, so it's more of an illusion. We are trying to figure out where it comes from and finding solutions to just make it heal and integrate. Number 6 is self-time. You might have noticed from our previous videos that we just cannot stress this one enough. To us, being in a healthy relationship doesn't mean that we spend all of our time together. On the contrary, we really believe that before establishing a healthy connection with someone else, first we need to have this connection established with our own selves. Therefore, it's very important for us to spend time apart from each other once in a while, dive deep within, and reflect, gain perspective, and come back together with more love.
The next thing is having fun together, and we do have ridiculous amount of fun on daily basis. We play hide and seek, we play random games, we sing and laugh and just do random things. But we found that this is the fuel. It's one of those energies that really make us connect and get rid of stress and pressure and reconnect and just be children and enjoy each other's company in this more pure, happy, curious state of mind.
Another thing is physical closeness. We know that it might seem kind of obvious, but the truth is that a lot of people forget about it. We know that the less we have it, the less we feel the need for it, and very often we just forget to cultivate this habit of touching each other, and this is so important. Sometimes you just realize that a lot of our conflict or disagreement or anger or sadness comes from the fact that, for example, we spent a whole day working together on our project and we just forgot to kiss each other and hug and touch and caress.
Working on a relationship can be a challenge, but it's also very rewarding. And especially when you're able to see the fruits of your work and look back and see how much you've grown and evolved and how much we matured as a couple in those few years, it is mind-blowing, and it just keeps us stronger and more willing to improve on daily basis.
And we love to see a relationship as a living being. The more you care for it, the more it will give you back. And it's something that is ever changing, ever growing, and we can be intentional about it and we can decide how healthy we want it to be.
We hope that you found this video useful, and if you have any questions or comments, just write them to us. You know how to reach us. We're here waiting to interact with you. And we wish you an incredible day, and hey, keep improving those relationships. Make them amazing.
Yeah.
Because they really can be.